Pixar films aren't known for doing traditional villains, some films not even containing a clear-cut villain. But when Pixar do create a character that is seen as the antagonist, boy do they hit very well. If a story is only as good as its villain, Pixar have a very unique library of evil characters. Hi there, it's me, the Average Critic, and this is my top 10 Pixar villains list. I also would like to state that this is a nice requested video by Azaria Page, I hope I'm getting your name correct, who has been a constant great subscriber of mine, so this one is for you. Starting off with number 10, Thunderclap, the Good Dinosaur. So the Good Dinosaur didn't receive the best reviews when coming out, and to be fair, its villain Thunderclap and the rest of the pterodactyls aren't the most layered villains, but they take the top 10 spot for being utterly terrifying. There's something scary about flying dinosaurs, whether it's how long Thunderclap stares at Arlo, or just how animal-like they are. These guys are scary. Number 9, Sid, Toy Story. Sid, although isn't a conventional villain, takes this spot because he is his own character. A child who likes to take apart toys and mix them all up, making him some kind of Frankenstein-esque toy creator. I think we all knew a kid who was just a little bit weird with his toys, and if you don't know anyone, you're probably that kid. Stick on a school t-shirt and quite an evil laugh, and you have yourself a great Toy Story villain. Number 8, Randall, Monsters Inc. Randall is a great character. To call him a villain is almost a little unfair because yes, he does do some horrible things, but does so for his own very personal reasons. He isn't trying to take over the world. If anything, he's trying to save the world from the power problem in Monstropolis, just in a more sick and twisted way. Randall doesn't twirl his mustache, but is easily his own character, and so for that, he takes the number 8 spot. Number 7, Stinky Pete, Toy Story 2. Although he isn't revealed to be a villain until the final act of the film, Stinky Pete doesn't have much time to play the villain. However, it is Kelsey Grammer's incredible performance with his speech about him watching every other toy be sold, which is gut-wrenching to watch. Sure, Stinky Pete is a bad guy, and we never stop to think about the toys that no one wanted and the impact it has on them. Stinky Pete doesn't have many scenes as the villain, but it is easily one of the most compelling, and all the credit goes to Kelsey Grammer's amazing switch-up performance. Number 6, Otto, Wall-E. Otto is a great villain because he isn't someone you can convince to stop the evil acts he does. The way his voice changes slightly, giving him a much more sinister feel. It is a scary look at what robots can do if left with the wrong directive. Otto is only doing the directive he was told to do. He isn't trying to rise against the humans. Like all the other robots, he is following his directive, and it is scary to think how robots could go this way. Otto may not be as violent as, say, the Terminator, but he is definitely scary in his own way. Number 5, Ernesto de la Cruz, Coco. Okay, let's get the classic one out of the way. Betrayal, betrayal, betrayal. Ernesto was a horrible person in life as well as death, whether it's him murdering his best friend or shaming him in the afterlife. He is a nasty piece of work. Ernesto de la Cruz is a high contender on the Pixar villain list, and for good reason. He is a slimy guy who deserved his comeuppance. Ernesto de la Cruz may have been an asshole, but he makes one of the best Pixar villains ever. Number 4, Syndrome the Incredibles. Who would have thought that Earl from My Name is Earl would provide such an incredible villain? If you're going to make a superhero movie, you need a good villain, and Syndrome definitely delivers. Syndrome, or Buddy, is a classic take on the superhero villain. He isn't super in any way, and through his own obsessions, turns from biggest fan to the greatest enemy for Mr. Incredible. He makes for some of the most genuine evil and real-life moments for a villain. He's not trying to take over the world or ask for ransom money, he's trying to get his own recognition, which is kinda human. I love Syndrome, and he's definitely my favourite superhero villain. Number 3, Charles Muntz, Up. When we are first introduced to Charles Muntz, Carl's childhood hero, we see a sweet old man who is wronged and looking for redemption. How frightening can an old man be? But as Charles Muntz explains all the other explorers that he met in Paradise Falls, it is a chilling turn. Charles Muntz is a very cold-hearted villain where his obsession has reached the point of madness, and it is terrifying to watch. Number 2, Hopper, A Bug's Life. I actually don't want to talk too much onto Hopper, as I recommend watching Monsterful Media's video, One Villainous Scene, Hopper's Speech, as he delves fantastically more into Hopper's character. But Hopper has some of the best villainous scenes in any Pixar film. Hopper doesn't do all the evil things for personal reasons or for some tragic backstory. He does it because he wants to. He is a dictator of the highest regard. Say what you want about Kevin Spacey, he delivers an incredible performance as Hopper. Hopper delivers a speech that is almost political. Now, to be fair, I'm the least political person ever, but Hopper can clearly be compared to certain historical figures, and yet it's a family Pixar film. He wants to rule with an iron fist simply because he can, and by God, he is awful and brilliant. For once, I actually don't have any honorable mentions, so let's get to our top spot at number 1, Lotso, Toy Story 3. Lotso is evil. That much is simple. When we are first introduced to Lotso, he seems like this fun-loving, cuddly bear. Nope. He is horrifying. We then learn that he was once loved by a kid and then got lost and replaced. He is a bully to his friends and doesn't care about nothing but making people suffer. Even when you think, oh yay, this is a kid's film, he's gonna go good at the end. Nope, he doesn't. Lotso has a deep, dark backstory which you sympathize with. He's smart, he's voiced brilliantly by Ned Beatty, and is just a cold-hearted villain. And that takes my top spot as my favorite Pixar villain ever. So thank you for joining me in this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to put in the comment section below your favorite Pixar villains, as like I said, Pixar tend to not do a whole lot of villains in their films, but there are a select few that in my opinion are absolutely brilliant. So please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't already, now is a good time to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified for all my videos. I do weekly videos on everything Pixar and animated movies. It's all here on this channel. You can also catch me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to know more personal things about me, but thank you so much for watching me in this video, and I will see you all in the next one.